In the depths of the online world, a whisper in the dark, a cult of the dove. They spread their venom and leave their mark. Silent threats, calculated attacks. They thrive in the shadows, doxing and harassing. They think they're the heroes. Concealed behind screens, their faces hidden from sight. They claim allegiance to headwinds from the coast. Dove with all their might, but their actions betray the darkness that resides within. Their words bring pain and chaos, a twisted kind of sin. Cult of the dove, spreading fear and despair, but we won't bow down to your merciless glare. You may hide behind your screens, but we'll stand strong. Together we'll rise and prove you wrong. Together we'll rise and prove you wrong. In the shadows they creep, the followers of the dove. Online cult of secrets, spreading fear and pushing love. They dox and harass. In the name of homeboy Edwin, whispering their lies. A twisted web they spin, hiding in the darkness. They plot and they scheme, feeding off the chaos like a sick, twisted dream. Driven by their leader, Dove is her name. She'll stop at nothing to bring others pain. Cult of the dove, standing on darkness and despair. Their online presence, the Supa of the scare. Beware deception, don't fall into the trap. Stay strong and united, we won't let them stand.
Woo! How's it going, everybody? It's your boy, Super Dave, and we are back with MILTOWN's Best in the Morning. And guys, shit is getting crazy in the world of hashtag DOVECULT. Also with Ember, Lily. Guys, I know this is some niche stuff that I've kind of been harping on for I don't know how long. I've been working on this documentary. We're going to talk a little bit about what happened on the day of release. As it, I didn't come out on the 8th. Not because well, let's just be honest here. I wasn't 100% satisfied with what I had done that far, and I think you guys will see that once I actually release it and all the improvements, and then I can even put out a side-by-side so you can see what I mean. A director's cut, so to speak, but I'm not a fan of just recording Discord calls and then using that for content. You know, I wanted to edit it and jazz it up, but with the May 8th deadline, I just couldn't do that in enough time. And I'm glad I'm taking the time now to put something out into the world that I will be 100% proud of. And everyone was talking about, you know, my reasoning for this, and they wanted all this proof of the threats that my family received. I'm not making characters out of my family. They asked me to keep them out of my online bullshit, and that's what I'm gonna do. I owe nobody anything. Thank you for that. I tried really hard. Megan is an easy person to interview, by the way. I had a really good time. And I got the interview with the Clout Route. Like I said, I wanted to jazz everything up. So I took the full interviews that I did with the Clout Route and all the other people, and I'm jazzing them up, and I'm putting in background pictures and background music, and I'm using the voice synthesizer, and I'm really jazzing them up with closed captions. And I think you'll really like the Clout Route interview. If you like the Maggot interview, you're really going to dig the Clout Route interview. Guys, I apologize for the setup right now, changes to the camera. You know, I'm not in my normal setup. Things have been really hectic with me lately. You know, I was talking with another member of the commentary community, and it is amazing how much damage just a few Facebook messages can cause in somebody's life. Whether threats are empty or not, guys, not everybody knows that. Not everybody follows this community and takes threats with a grain of salt, especially when threats involve minors. Yeah, that has to be taken very, very seriously. And it's not to be made content out of. There's no show me proof. Proof has been sent to those that need to see it. Um, I don't take kindly to people digging into not my go for whatever you want to do with my life. I signed up for this. But when you go into my family's life, my brother's family's life, that's not okay. And especially when my whole documentary is expressing how these people do things like that and how wrong it is for them to continue to do it, it's just sewing my case up tighter. It is just making me look that much better. Do you get what I'm saying? I cannot believe that someone has that much extra time on their hands to pester and belittle a dying woman. And honestly putting fear into her to fear for her children. That is pathetic to me. Before anything goes on about my documentary, before anything else, that is pathetic to me. And then you talk about the salvo pancakes. I have screenshot after screenshot after screenshot of salvo. I was going to incorporate a voicemail into my documentary, and I still used clips of it. And I uploaded it unlisted, right? But for some reason, YouTube glitched, and for like 10 seconds, the video showed up as public. And in that, I got over 600 subscribers. So in that couple seconds, it went to some people's boxes, subscription boxes, and some of the Salvo fans got it, screen recorded it, and then sent it to Salvo. And I get a message from Salvo that basically read, "You're going to be going to war with a master. Do not release this. If you release this, you're dumber than I thought." Stuff like that. I don't want to sound like Vic Burns because I said one wrong word while quoting him, and you would have swore I started World War III. Paraphrasing, it was along those lines. And then posting out in the public, Salvo posted out in the public, when we had our premiere scheduled, I had it all set to go. Salvo said, "We got big plans for your premiere." Very veiled threats. And especially when something like that, it should have been a good time for everybody involved in the documentary. Even the subjects in the documentary. When you guys see this documentary, you're gonna be like, were we really wigged out for that? Like I feel like I have to try to make that now that I'm going through and fixing up some stuff in editing. I'm going through, I'm like, do I need to make this juicier? Like, what do these people expect from this documentary? Do you get what I'm saying? It's like the documentary is my story and commentary. The Dove cult portion of it is what really affected me. It showed me how a group of people that I thought were my friends really weren't. And they were doing shady stuff behind my back. And I honestly wasn't sure if that was appropriate or not. And I kind of still stuck up for them to my detriment. That shit did so much stuff to both my mental health and my channel. So this documentary is about the commentary community more than it's about the Dove cult. The Dove cult is just the hook. It's just the teaser. Why do you think these are called teasers? Why do you think they're so stooped in satire? Do you think I'm really trying to suggest that these women worship the devil? That these women are really cults or whatever? No, I'm saying that these girls are glorified groupies who do whatever their master, Edwin or Salvo, or even Dove in some cases, does whatever they say. These people are going crazy. I had to literally, I didn't realize there was, I was commenting on my community page after all this stuff happened, and the people who they threatened thought that they had a W because I said, I'm taking a break from this for a while. You guys won. It is what it is, I'm taking a break, and they thought they won. And so I started posting on my community tab. And there was this person in my community tab who I guess is an alt of somebody and was like, would just not hear anything I was saying. I've been saying since day one that this is not a gotcha piece. Since day one, I have been saying that. But that's not good enough for these people. These people, they want me to make something that I'm not going to make. So I'm like, you guys are going to be disappointed. I don't get that. The subject of the video I want to review today, FLATLEY, he's been going at it with Ember too now, essentially, Ember tried putting him to work to defend Dove and Ember and everything that I was saying. Me and Ryan, we're fucking idiots. We, don't know what the hell we're talking about. But it turns out it happened to FLATLEY now. FLATLEY, with this chill stream he did, guys, let me see where we're at here. Video got it here, so we can pull that up. But there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about before we get to this FLATLEY video. Joshua Putman in chat talking about doxing. Who is that in the other chat? Who else do we have in the chat here? I'm not sure who that is. They were asked, I think that's the person who was saying show strikes. What strikes do you want to see? I've shown everything, in exception for one. And I have no problem showing that when I choose to do that. I don't jump, when you guys tell me to. I think that I've proven everything. Even FLATLEY now, the person who was so adamant to make me look like a putz, is seeing that, hey, man, Dave really isn't too far off the pulse here. He interviewed Dove, guys. Remember when FLATLEY did that epic troll and, he posted that he was in a VC with Ember Lily and Dove? And me and PT were like, well, we thought Dove was offline. What's the deal with that? And then, oh no, we got trolled. It was just a troll. Echo of Tragedy was faking to be Dove. Well, come to find out, that was real. There was no troll there. They recorded an interview. And in that interview, essentially, Dove said that she doxed, which she did. And there was a bunch of errors there in that interview because I was there during that time. And I want to actually watch it along with you guys. I've never really done one of these, so it's going to be a bit of adventure. But to hear FLATLEY talk about how Ember got him the interview with Dove and all this crazy stuff, It proves what I was saying on my last stream about how Ember put people to work. If you are a friend of Ember Lily's, you got put to work and your job was defending Ember and her little friends. And everybody said, oh, Dave and Ryan, they're jumping to conclusions. They're trying to put people in this Dove cult that don't match and it doesn't mix. Come to find out that Ember, Lily, and Dove, they're rather close. Guys, when I did Valid Opinions Live, I was told to make Ember Lily a mod. This is before I even knew who Ember Lily was. So Ember Lily was a mod on Valid Opinions Live before I even knew who she was. On the word of Dove and Eli. Crazy shit, guys. But there have also been other accusations that came out in this stream about the man I'm really not supposed to be talking about right now. And we'll get to that in due time. I'm going to probably get myself into trouble by speaking on this. But sometimes you got to make decisions in life. And I assure you, no one was asking for anyone's address. So, Dove, I don't know. I want to so badly just use your legal name. You know, I want to stoop to your level. But no one was asking for anybody's address. But let's hop in to this work of interviewing skill from Mr. Flatley, shall we, guys?
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this son of a bitch.
How are we doing on audio? Are we good on audio? I appreciate people having my back in the chat. It's always good to see that. Don't you just love the dead air on Flatley's stream? It's kind of cool.
That's the wrong one. Wrong
Paradox,
one.
of course, it's you. So he's trying to pull up a tweet
baby.
right now.
Look at this, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this stuff. Look at this. This is Ember Lily, everybody. Ember Lily. Right? Check this shit out, bro. This is the middle of the Logan Paul thing. You know what? We're going to rename the stream, change the thumbnail. It's going to be a chill stream, right? Whatever. It's never a...
I gotta say, it feels pretty good for Flatley to change up his whole stream just for the little old hashtag DOVECULT, guys. Everybody said that this was a dead subject, that nobody cares about the DOVECULT or members of the DOVECULT. And here we got Flatley switching up his thumbnail. It's good to see, guys. Love to see it.
Chill stream. What the fuck, MILTOWN? Get the fuck out of the side chat.
I love being inside chat, Flatley. Come on, man.
It was really just stressful for everybody. I'm assuming she's referring to the DOVECULT, which is crazy. I don't know what the big deal about the DOVECULT is if you're not a part of it, but she seems to always be talking about this shit. I don't really know much about Dove.
It's a good one. Gotta admit, though, Flatley does put a smile on your face. You know, the guy's a funny guy. Come on, move it along, Flatley. Yeah, come on, guy.
Fuck, that's a fucking live. Whoa, holy shit! All right. I'm sorry.
Right,
I wasn't part of the DOVECULT, and she and I were never really friends. I smell a fucking cat here. Somebody.
Okay, Flatley, you're smelling cats
video,
now,
bro. Future Flatley. When this VOD goes up, just clip it out, bro.
Hold on. Somebody said that the Pod Awful guys are making a documentary on Ember.
So
I'd watch it.
Of her more than her actually. Ember, you're the one that invited her to the Discord. I'm not gonna lie, and you used to sit in the Discord all the time with her. There's no way.
Boom.
She wasn't friends.
Boom.
There's no way. No way. And this is 3/19/2024. This is.
Yeah, like I said, I knew they were friends long before. Like I said, back in the Valid Opinion Live days, they were talking. They were doing good old sleepovers with Huggy Bear and watching movies on overnights, cousin sleepover parties, slumber parties. That's what I was going for. Where the fuck did cousins come from? But yeah, they've been besties for a minute. We all know Ember's a liar.
It's a lie. This is straight up a fucking lie. It's the biggest fucking lie in the world because you're the one that got the interview with Dove and me. How would someone who's not friends with Dove end up finding Dove and
Also, guys,
getting
if
her
you could
to
like
agree
the
to do an
chat,
interview with me?
you know, like the video, it'd mean a lot to me.
That I took advantage of. I'm not gonna care, bro. Once I figured out Dove actually sent over the doxing information to somebody else, it was over. It was over.
Boom!
When she admitted that, Ember, when Dove admitted that to me in the interview, I knew it was over. Everything you told me about Dove was a lie. You told me Dove
FLATLEY so
was in no way, shape, or form involved.
FLATLEY so badly wanted to get an on little old Supa. He wanted to be the counterweight. He wanted to say, Dave's saying this, so I need to make an interview saying all this. So I feel like Ember gassed this dude up, thinking that Dove was such an innocent little flower. And Dove came out and blatantly owned everything she did. And props to Dove in the first place. I gotta say that. Me and Dove don't see eye to eye on a lot. But she owned what she did on that interview. She blatantly said, you'll hear it, guys. She blatantly says what she did. She doesn't honestly take full accountability because she still wants to pass blame off and say she wasn't fully responsible, that others were responsible, which is bullshit, and we'll get to that. But she had no problem. And when she said that, took all the gas right out of FLATLEY. So how the hell what is he supposed to do? Release an interview which basically says, yeah, the documentary that's coming out is 100% honest and truthful? Fucking stupid people.
So Dove never doxed anybody. Dove never handled any information. And everything you told me about Dove, Ember, was dismantled in that interview. I couldn't trust you then. Right there, in front of my face, was the first blatant lie. And now, in front of our face here, as of 3/19/2024, it's another big, bold, blatant lie.
Seems like she lies all the time.
I don't like to hear my fucking girlfriends cry when they call me on the phone and then Dove's fucking bawling about them like posting her face everywhere and how.
What was that? Hold on. What?
I don't like to hear
About to
my
go off.
fucking girlfriends cry when they call me on the phone and then Dove's fucking bawling about them like posting her face.
I would assume a girlfriend is even more than a friend, bro. What's up, girlfriend? You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna say it. These girls' emotions are off the charts. I dealt with them for a couple of months. And seriously, I have emotional issues. I have depression issues. And I couldn't even handle this. I'm an emo little bitch myself. And I could not handle it with these women. It was drama 24 hours a day. Dove even says I was always sporadically in and out of these voice chats because I couldn't handle it. Every day it was the world was ending every day. The people were coming to take them away all day, every day. After we solved one dilemma, another one would pop up. And just right there, my girlfriend's crying every day. What's new? That's all these women do. It's a pity party 24/7, and when it's not, they're having Discord slumber parties. It's fucking ridiculous. And if they don't get their way, they dox, belittle, or as Dove calls it, shit posts. She shit posts. Ember shit posts. You all are some little petty bitches, high school girl catty cunts is what I like to call it. And it's just so funny. The fake emotions coming out of Ember right now are fucking pathetic. I have seen better acting on pornos. Like, seriously, this shit is garbage. Like, I can't handle it. Who do you expect sympathy from? A fucking idiot retard? Because that's how you're gonna, that's all you're gonna get. Because you look pathetic. You sound pathetic. My girlfriends are crying because the picture that YouTube said was okay. Twice. Guys, I am up to my areolas in fucking privacy complaints from these fucking women. Seriously, these women do not understand when you post a picture publicly, it can be used. When you are a public figure, that changes a lot of things. You do not get that private citizen status anymore. Whether it's just your voice or not, you are still a public figure. I'm sorry, YouTube has denied their request twice. And they just keep filing them. And at that point, it becomes harassment, which makes everything I'm going to be saying in my documentary true. So what do you think you guys are doing by harassing a motherfucker? Seriously. Posting pornographic image, taking my dead mother and superimposing her onto some porno and making her look like she's doing incest with me, that does nothing. That does nothing. It's a joke? Sure. It's just, who are you doing? You're harassing the dead and me. I'm over so much with this little group. God forbid, they can shit post to each other all day long, but if you show their face and show the face of the people that are actually doing this shit posting, god damn, you better be ready for fucking legal up your ass. Because that's what a privacy complaint is, guys. You are filing a legal document. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Sorry, guys. This shit triggered me so bad this morning. I was listening to it. Darcy Evans sent me this because honestly, guys, after all that shit happened with the day of the premiere, I've kind of been clocked out a little bit. I needed to take some mental health time to myself, and you can call me a pussy all you want. What was done to me had real effects in my personal life. Like I said, you will not believe how much damage a couple Facebook messages can do in somebody's life. So I've been dealing with that. I've been dealing with a lot of bullshit. And then I saw this and I was like, I felt so, the feelings I have inside are mixed. It's like, I'm happy that FLATLEY woke up to some of this shit. You know what I'm saying? That he's seeing that Ember really worked the shit out of him. But it's just like, all this is doing, Dove is getting an in back into the community that she swore she was leaving because they did nothing for her and treated her like shit, blah, 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 blah. So she's coming back in, wiggling her way back in. The one person I really still have a shred of respect for is Eli. And you would think I wouldn't, but Eli's actually stuck to what they've said. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Eli has done Edwin stream here and there, but Eli's basically just been doing Eli, and I salute. You know what I'm saying? I salute. Eli came to me when all this was going on, and I had a real discussion with Eli. Dove comes to me in comments under a fake name, another fake name, and demands that I send her my Discord name and all this crazy shit, even though I didn't have to run from the community. I ate all the shit that the community fed me on your behalf, Dove. Yeah, I did that. I didn't have to change my Discord name. So my Discord username is the same it's always been. You don't have to post in a public comment section that you want my Discord name. It's the same as everything else. So how come everybody else in this community has no issues getting a hold of me? It's funny. Funny, guys. Funny.
I don't like to hear my fucking girlfriends cry when they call me on the phone and then she Dove's fucking...
If you weren't on the fence before, or if you were on the fence before with me and Ember, and you were choosing a side, either me or Ember, because I know a couple of you are out there, you guys are still on the fence, you don't really want to pick sides.
Shouldn't have to pick
you don't
sides.
Want to trust Ember because you don't want her to spur at you. I understand. This should be enough proof right here. Not only did she get money from Darcy, but in the meantime, while getting money from Darcy to pay Chthonic, she was also gaslighting Darcy by saying she wasn't actually friends with Dove.
True.
Manipulative
There's a lot of...
as hell. Not only that is insane to me.
Guys, I don't know how we're gonna make it through this video because I got so much to say on this. I feel bad for Darcy. So many people do that to him. They're so quick to talk shit about him in public, but in DMs, it's a whole nother ball of wax. They have no problem asking for favors and all this crazy shit, under the conceal of privacy. But the second, it's the cool thing to talk shit on Darcy, they do it. And Darcy is a soldier. He handles it with grace and class. But he remembers everything. Best believe. I think even Flatley in this stream has to give Darcy his props because Darcy's a real one. Darcy, many people hate Darcy, and you want to know how Darcy handles that? He spoils them with love. I believe Matt Pitt has talked so much shit about Darcy. And how did Darcy want to pay Matt Pitt back for that? By helping to buy him a prosthetic. That's the type of person Darcy Evans is. But y'all want to call him crazy, this, and that, parasocial, this, and that. Darcy's really not parasocial. Darcy works, I think, 3 jobs. Darcy's probably more in the real world than a lot of people. Thank you. I really appreciate you saying that, Harold. It's crazy to me that Darcy's like public enemy number 1. And, I took some time in this documentary and I'm spicing up the Darcy segment a little bit because everybody gets so hung up on the Darcy hacked Edwin. Do you know what hacking was? Do you know what that even, people don't even understand what that even consisted of. Guys, somebody posted the username and password to Edwin's, I believe it was his alternate Twitter account online. Wasn't Darcy who posted it. Some user posted it. And all Darcy did was verify if that username and password was correct. And it was. So then what did Darcy do, being young and dumb? He went in there and he screenshotted the fuck out of it. He took screenshots for days. And, he rubbed it in the face. That's not hacking, though, guys. You're telling me if God forbid, if you were, let's just say, Michael Jackson's Facebook or MySpace account, username and password showed up online, you wouldn't be curious? You wouldn't want to just wonder if that works? That's all Darcy did. But somehow that turned Darcy into the hacker of the century. So when the documentary, guys, comes out, I know I just spoiled a whole bunch about that whole section, but that's essentially when Darcy got a rap for being a hacker, that's all he did. But let's go, guys. Darcy's a real one. And you should, give Darcy a chance. I did. I thought Darcy was the devil when I was told by the DOVECULT that Darcy was a devil. And Darcy surprised me and was nothing but awesome and classy. So, yeah.
It's actually insane. Just lies. Lies and slander, bro. It was taken out of context. This is taken out of context. What's the, explain the context then. Where's the context? What happened here?
That's not taken out of context, but that's what she would say. Mark my words.
Probably true, like I said. It was really just stressful for everybody. All right, this is taken out of context right here. This is all taken out of context. I don't really know much about Dove. So the context isn't past tense. This isn't past tense. This is present. This is
he probably is.
This is a present
he probably
sentence.
is.
There is no past contents. There is no future reference. This is a present message.
Man,
maybe this upper sentence.
Flatley's got to be on them Adderall, bro. Present.
I wasn't
just
part
saying.
of the DOVECULT, and she and I were never really friends. That's a present statement. That is a now statement. In the now, in the know. Napa know-how. Know what I'm saying? Bro, snakes, bro. Snakes in the grass trying to hit the fast when I'm doing my boogie.
Amen. Whatever that means.
I don't think that's the right lyric.
Probably not.
It's just
bawling about.
That's some good AI art too, by the way.
I don't like to hear my fucking girlfriends cry when they call me.
Also, thank you, Darcy. Actually, I don't really like Darcy that much. I'm not the biggest fan, but Darcy, bro.
At least you can give Darcy his props.
I 100% appreciate you clipping my members only video. But this is not a joke. This is not a joke. Like
hashtag fair use.
The hypocrisy. This is a fire tweet. This is a fire fucking.
Exactly. Exactly, Megan.
Absolutely.
That's the line right there. That's the line. Megan Edit says in chat, round 20 of everyone finding out Ember Lily is a piece of shit, and they're still surprised every single time. That's this whole situation in a nutshell. Good one, Megan.
Not only did Darcy clip my members only thing, but now people are gonna want to watch it. Right now, people are very interested to see what's going on with that video. If you guys want to see it, become a member today. Become a member. A couple of you.
How come everybody's got members but me?
No longer.
Because I don't got enough watch hours. Because I don't stream enough.
We gotta get those numbers up, boys.
I gotta get my numbers up too, Flatley.
Guys, I got a members only thing. It's a members only stream. It's actually an IRL. What's up, Nintendo? It's an IRL stream. Become a member today. The IRL stream, I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Me and Flatley should do a BOGO offer.
It's a wrestling match, okay? I'm not gonna cap. All right, there's gonna be some chairs. There's gonna be some ladders.
Who's training you, Flatley? Let's get you trained, bud.
Match. I gotta work out the kinks. I think it's gonna be June. It's gonna be in June, right? I'm not a good wrestler, all right? I'm just gonna get the shit kicked out of me. Once we reach, there's a certain number I want to hit on memberships, and
I got some videos of me getting the shit kicked out of me when I was a kid and thought I wanted to be a wrestler.
Chairs, go through a table, maybe fall off a ladder.
Not fun.
IRL stream is gonna be fire. It'll be fire, right? I'm thinking.
I should have pulled time steps. Let's go ahead a little bit, guys. Okay.
I can't promise you guys that the table's gonna be on fire, but it'll be like a Bills tailgate, like a Buffalo Bills tailgate. Why is this?
See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. When I had the first cut of my doc, I had a lot of this type of shit in the documentary where you would see, you know, the Discord fucking chat boxes. That looks kind of scuzzy to me, don't you? I mean, not scuzzy. It just looks low rent. Do you get what I'm saying? It doesn't look high quality. So what I'm doing now is I'm going through and I'm taking all that out and I'm jazzing it up like I did with the Megan Edits interview where you saw the visualizers and then I actually transcribed a lot. So that's what I'm working on now. And I'm spicing up some of the chapters. I used a lot of the graphics over and over again. For example, Darcy Evans. I only had like 1 or 2 pictures of him. So I recently reached out to Darcy and asked him for a bunch of pictures. I did the same with Clout Route. I also dug deeper to get more pictures of, you know, certain people I needed more pictures of. More clips I used because I felt like I was being a little rushed and like some stuff I didn't put in enough context. So now I'm going through and I'm actually putting in the clips from the streams that people are talking about. So it'll be fun. When this doc comes out, which will be very soon, guys. I'm sorry, I know I've been promising it and I know I've been dragging my ass a little bit. It will be out very shortly, I promise you, because I'm getting so sick of hearing about this. I want to get it out and I'd be done with it. So just bear with me a little bit longer, and I promise you it'll be well worth the wait. But this is what I'm talking about. I see stuff like this, and like that's not. I don't want to release something that just looks like a Discord recording. Kind of shitty, if you ask me. But let's see what Dove had to say, guys.
Cut off. Why is it cut off over here? You were undercutting, dude. I was gonna cuck the shit out of MILTOWN. That was the whole point of this interview right here.
Cuck the shit out of me.
In honor of MILTOWN making his DOVECULT document. This is my dog in the background. That's Jasper. Shout out Jasper. I don't really know much about you. Second off, how does it feel to have a cult?
Brings back so many memories, that voice.
What is this documentary?
Can we call her Blue Jay? Should we say we got Blue Jay on the line?
Actually, no. The DOVECULT name was given to like.
I knew exactly why.
Cap.
You know. I covered this lightly in a previous stream. I'm gonna cover this right now. All right. I'm gonna cover this shit right now. We're gonna go bit.
Cover it, Flatley. Cover it, bro.
Covered it before with the scam. What the dog doing? With the scam. What the hell was it? The alt MILTOWN thing when we all got trolled.
Yeah, what was this alt MILTOWN?
I never told Ember. I knew exactly what was going on in the DOVECULT. I never told
What
Ember
was this alt?
Exactly
People were telling me that there was some alt MILTOWN account that was trolling people. Guys, I was dealing with drama at my house with my family over some assholes who felt the need to compel people with threats and get their way. What happened with this troll? Yeah, Blue Jay was an alt account that Dove had that she would shitpost and talk shit about people to. And I mean, she would say the worst stuff like you low down cunt and you dirty bitch. Just the worst mean girl shit she would say. And I asked her one time, because I was like, I heard rumors that this is you, Dove. Is that you? And she said, yeah, and if you tell anybody, I'll fucking... Because Dove always threatens people like that. You know, she always puts on that... You know, that's why I said she was a ninja back in the day, because she was scary. She was like, yeah, if you tell anybody, I'll fucking kill you, with that Australian accent. But yeah, if you ever saw comments being made by Blue Jay, in the documentary, I have some screenshots that Blue Jay posted. Very vile, vulgar shit. So yeah, that's why I'll call Dove Blue Jay.
What's going on with Breezy and Formal and all them? Ignorance is bliss. Since the last falling
I
out,
kept
really
Breezy and
Ember
Formal out of the documentary.
And that's the blatant truth. I'm gonna be honest, Ember. I never really trusted you again. Not with drama stuff.
Formal's good guy in my book. He doesn't really.
Especially
he was
when
just
I'm getting
there.
Different stories from Breezy and
Breezy
Formal
was just there.
and all
Breezy's Breezy.
And then you kick me, Bad Dog, Alpha Russ out, and blame it on Formal. Right? Not only that, Asmo's here. Hey, Asmo, did you know that Ember also didn't trust you either?
Does Ember trust anybody?
Told me that in confidence.
She looks down on everybody.
Maybe 8 months ago. But yeah, no. I got everything I needed to know about through the Dove call. And it wasn't even Eli that told me. It wasn't even Dove. I asked Dove originally when I first got into a VC with Dove, probably 7 months ago. And I heard about the Dove call. I asked Dove straight up, yo, aren't you a doxer? Like, what the fuck are you doing here? They said, well,
yeah, Tara,
really
she said it
depends on how you
jokingly.
define
She didn't mean
doxing.
it, but she's,
Was
yeah.
I doing it maliciously? Not really. I was kind of just passing off information, but that information was to be used maliciously.
It was. She gave it to Eugen, too.
People trust me or don't trust me, it doesn't really affect how I act.
You know, that's what really got to me is the whole spiel I was given when I heard about all this doxing stuff coming out. Because you guys got to remember, Valid Opinions Live was just going up the hill when all this doxing stuff came out. So I like I said, I was always in and out of VCs. I wasn't a Discord user, so I didn't know about all this stuff Eli and Dove were doing behind the scenes, the big timing they were doing to people, the showboating and the stuff they were doing. Like, for example, when they got under an alt account, she posted Hashish's docs, and then you know what she did? She gave it to Eugen to do whatever he wanted with. So Eugen, to this day, has Dove to thank for the docs. I assume the reason Eugen got more of my information than he originally knew was because of Dove. And we'll get to that when Dove talks about her white pages. Because Dove didn't use a white pages. She used one of those websites where you pay a fee and you get so many searches a month. And we'll discuss that. But let's hop back in, guys.
I love fucking Asmo. Asmo, I love you, bro.
But see, here's the thing, Paradox. The thing about Breezy is, like, you know what you get with Breezy. You know what I'm saying? Breezy's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but you know that, but you still love using that tool. Do you get what I'm saying? That's how, and I don't mean that mean, Breezy. I mean that, like, Breezy, you're cool shit. I don't know, man.
Asmo don't give a fuck. Asmo don't give a fuck. But that was right around the time that I first met you, Asmo.
I don't know much about Asmo.
Yeah. I knew exactly what was going on with this.
A group of
Asmo basis. Fuck. It's so nice to see Lamp back in here.
Lamp's a good guy.
pretty much women. We didn't.
As soon as Ember left, Lamp showed up.
There are a lot of females.
And Lamp, all the criticisms I had against you, I don't know if you know this, was because of Ember. I took her word for everything. She's like, can't you see that Lamp is just using you guys as a stepping stool and all this other kind of stuff? And I was like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I think
It seems, now that I'm listening to this, guys, it seems like Ember is Flatley's Eli. Like, he put all this faith in Ember and listened to Ember at every turn, and it ended up fucking Flatley over. Fuck.
I think he's clout chase. He's clout grab. Yo, this motherfucker is you know what? We gotta call him out. And they're like, yeah, see how they're spinning the narrative with Dog and the call with mega edits and all this other kind of stuff? Like, yeah, Ken, shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing Cathonic and everybody else in that call did to me. Like, you know what? Yeah, I can see Flatley's shit stirring the pot. I can see that. Yeah, you know what?
You do, Flatley. You are a shit stirrer. Huggy Bear is
too. And then
too.
the Doug stuff came out, and I fucking dismantled Doug for no reason.
Where's Doug
I
been?
went after Doug for no fucking reason.
I don't hear much about Doug these days.
I should have trusted Lamp. I should have trusted Doug. Out of all people, Doug. Why would Doug fucking lie to me?
Doug seems chill. He shit talked me a couple times. But
I've been going over this in my head, just coping about it, right? Like I feel like I won a victory. Like I can join Discord now, finally breathe, and I have to walk on eggshells. But at the same time, I saw this today, and I was like, oh my fucking god, bro. Oh my fucking god. And I've just been like, the past 40 minutes since I saw this, right? When did I go live? Just like so many random 30 minutes.
Using tarot reading for clout?
Probably 20 minutes ago. I should have seen it sooner.
Yeah, FLATLEY.
I should have seen it sooner. I saw it like a million times before, and I should have seen it sooner. I should have taken Badwick and Xylie's advice. Is what I should have done.
Badwick he's got some good
Xylie
advice.
Told me, don't trust no one that can't be upfront with you.
Amen. Xylie's gonna be my best friend,
you know
guys. Did I mention that?
The most upfront person here, right? She don't sugarcoat shit.
She doesn't know it yet.
I do the same thing.
But she's gonna be bestie soon. Hopefully.
I saw how Ember was acting after that Turd Island with Badwick, and knew instantly that she was stirring shit super fucking hard. Oh, dude. She was saying that you were talking all this crazy shit, bro.
Want to hear more about?
Don't really have.
There we go.
So Ember lied to a lot of people. Not surprised here. You know, at least all right. So Nintendo Mail, exactly, right? At least when Nintendo Mail lied, called his ass out for it. He goes, "Yeah, I know I shouldn't have done that." Did apologize for it. Fucking. I was expecting him to spurg the fuck out. He did it. He was like, "Yeah, I should have."
FLATLEY, you're getting me to spurg out. Come on, bud.
Guys,
I fucking love you, Nintendo Mail.
In our friend group, but it was just like a group of.
So this friend group, right? I was in the same boat as MILTOWN. Me, Bad Dog's here. Me and Bad Dog were in the same group here. We were like around the friend group, but we were never like in the friend. They never really trusted us for some reason. Yeah. We were never in it. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's very true. FLATLEY was on the outskirts. Huggy Bear was on the outskirts. Triton was kind of there, but I was told Triton's dumb and there's nothing there to be interesting. I was told the same thing about Huggy, to be honest. Yeah, FLATLEY, I was told not to trust FLATLEY because he's going to worry about himself first. And then it kind of, when the whole Demented story came out, that was kind of like my first taste of seeing Eli play two people. She played me and she played FLATLEY with that. FLATLEY thought he was getting a scoop. I thought I was getting a scoop. And because Valid Opinions Live took off, I feel like Eli hurried up and had me go live with the scoop so we could, but FLATLEY and I were both working on that at the same time, and Eli was the middleman. Eli was the main one who did connect the dots on that Demented story. And, I could understand why FLATLEY was so frustrated when everything came out and we released that story first when he had all this stuff going and, he said he had his team. Little did he know his team was essentially my team. It's just that was, and our team was the DOVECULT. You get what I'm saying? That's essentially what all that was. That should show you the power of the DOVECULT, to show you how they would investigate motherfuckers. And I even said that when I was on the Peepaw stream. I kept saying, she investigated the fuck out of him. And I remember D-Max saying, stop using scummy fucking words. Or he said something along those lines. And it's like, in my mind, that's what they did. They played detective. I didn't understand playing detective is doxing. I was so dumb I didn't put those two connections together. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of shows you how in-depth the DOVECULT could go when they broke down the Demented story piece by bloody piece. Fascinating.
It's super weird. Bro, she doesn't even know Dove. She was never friends with Dove, obviously. Dude, I know. It's most of the same thing. She was spreading a rumor that me and
It does run very
had
deep.
Some kind of falling out last year, and he ran me off the internet because of it. What the fuck? Oh, I didn't even know that, bro. I'm gonna be right. I didn't even know that.
Should we go ahead a little bit, guys?
Truth was that I moved and had to wait 3 months to get home. Me and Badwick used to talk all the time about Turd Island.
stories.
Did a whole upload on them? Dude, shame. I remember Darcy. Oh, I remember that. Bro's crazy. Not gonna cap. Darcy, bro, you're crazy. Insane, bro. Insane.
Darcy's awesome, man. Give Darcy a break.
But at some point, you have to respect the art, bro. Like,
there you go.
It's at some point you gotta just admire, like, damn. Not only does this motherfucker set fires, but they'll set themselves on fire. You know what I'm saying?
He's got a big heart.
God damn.
Darcy has a big heart.
Like dragging up anything.
Darcy started one big ass fire on Twitter today.
Posting
Yeah, he did.
old screenshots
Grape
where
nuts
it said like Ed.
Hold on, what are grape nuts? Grape nuts.
Ooh, Edwin. Oh, almost called him Edwin. Flatley, you're mumbling, bro. What? Come on, Flatley. Show me you're a better broadcaster than this, pal. Because you're slowing my broadcast down. Have a great day.
Okay.
Edwin's general location, stuff that could be like if
It's
You gonna say something, Flatley?
bro. God fucking damn it.
if people that had an issue with Edwin wanted to dox him, they could look at that and it would be easier to find the dox.
I'm sick of these excuses this lady gives.
Had like Edwin's like real last name.
He shouldn't have put it on the internet then.
How would you know that? This is where I started getting real suspicious. I'm like, how do you know that?
Fucker.
Just stuff that was like, you know.
Fucker was leaving breadcrumbs for years for his groupies. And I think he had to have known what he was doing because he gets off on little stupid shit like that. Like the Dove necklace. Did you guys ever catch that? Dove bought him a necklace with a dove on it. And Edwin would wear it in the videos he did just for Dove. And I remember being in a VC one time and fucking Dove was going goo goo gaga because Edwin was wearing the Dove necklace. So Edwin does stuff like that. You would even remember Ico Rules and Babs did a stream one time where they were talking about how Edwin strategically put out videos on certain days because he knew that day was Babs's favorite holiday and this stuff like that. So Edwin has done stuff like this for years, including leave little breadcrumbs, i.e. leaving his real name out there for his true groupies. If they want to dig deep enough, you could get to know Edwin. It's manipulation tactics. It's what he did, you know, and so Dove picked up on these manipulation tactics, and you know what I'm saying? So that's why she knows about it, Flatley, because it worked. Edwin lured her in with that, and then Edwin plays the, oh, I should have never done that. Why did I leave that out on the internet? I was so young and stupid. But you did it, bro. So you can't be mad that somebody found it and used it, bro. I don't know, man. So it's everybody's fault but the person who put the content out on the internet. Do you get what I'm saying? Ugh, bullshit.
Normally wouldn't post online about someone, in my opinion. So then Jay had asked, because obviously I'm in Australia, he was like, do you think you could help me? Like, Edwin should go to the police about this. And I was like, yeah, if he's going to go to the police, like, I guess I could look some stuff up and see what I can find.
I'm so sick of hearing about the police with these ladies, too.
Now, the docs that was sent.
They don't leave their house to go to the police.
That came from me.
Right there. Right fucking there.
Your interview was over right there, bro. That was it.
Immediately. Right here.
Dunzo.
I didn't know what to do with this.
You were fucked, bud.
I didn't know what to say.
Dave was right.
I didn't know how to feel.
Dave was
Well,
right.
I'll tell you what I did feel, though. I didn't know how I should have felt.
Let me call Dave.
I felt betrayed.
That's what you should have done.
Everything Ember told me about Dove just got dismantled from there.
Yeah. She's very two-faced, manipulative. She learned it from Edwin.
Everything. Dove's not a doxer.
All that information was not
the
mine.
doxer ninja gangster is what she
there
is.
was an IP address that I got from Jay. And that
was
She
bullshit.
passed information along.
Bullshit. She got, that's her.
Oh,
that was all her.
I just moved it along.
She did move it along to Hugen, to everybody that was in the
Darcy
DHS.
had hacked Edwin's Twitter.
Wait, so
So
you
when-
passed along the docs?
In DMs, yeah. So I was sent a bunch of information, and then
I have all
I
these
pretty
DMs,
much
by
just
the
went
way.
to the white pages with the information that I
No.
had.
Gaslit. I was gaslit.
You were, Flatley. So Dove was on a VC one morning. Well, it was morning for me. And she was so happy because she signed up for this account, and this account was supposed to be the best website you could use, like Ben Verified or something like that. It was like one of the best websites you can use to, it was used for people to like check the sources of like their nannies or their employees. It was like CCAP, but CCAP on steroids. And she paid for a month of that. And because she paid for a month of that, she got X amount of searches. And with that, she did Darcy. She did me. She did the phone number she got from Sin to obtain Hashish's information. And then came out the Jeremy Hale stuff, because this was right around the time that Lynette Preston, the woman that is currently in litigation, both federally and multi-state lawsuits with Jeremy Hales, wanted to give me and Eli an interview, and she was making all these bombastic claims about Jeremy Hales's record, stating he was doing stuff he never did, and that he had these charges that he never had. We were able to use public record searches to check that he never had any of those charges in Florida. Okay. We knew he was from Ohio, but Ohio's a big state and has lots of counties. So to use this website, to use the public website, you needed to have a more narrowed in thing. So what she did is she put Jeremy Hales' name on this website to come back with the actual town, the county that his name came back to. And we used that to check against to see if he had any of these charges that this Lynette Preston said he had. And he had none of those charges. So that's all Eli did, is she did put him in. And we were able to see what kind of education he had. We were able to see all this stuff. But point of note, that information never went anywhere. The interview never came of anything. That website was used for its accurate purpose. It wasn't used for doxing. We used that website for what it was really meant to be created for, to verify information. That's why the website, I believe, is called Ben Verified. So as an actual responsible content creator, we were using it to verify a story, not to obtain addresses. Honestly, guys, if she tries saying something along these lines, I'll play it in a minute. She says something along the lines that I wanted addresses for something legal because I was getting copyright stricken or something. Guys, you do realize that if you get copyright stricken and it goes to court, you're entitled to all the information that somebody, when somebody files a claim on you, they are entitled to your information and you are entitled to their information. So I wouldn't have to go to Dove to get dude's information. YouTube would have to provide that to me if it was for legal purposes. This was for simply to verify a story because we were going to do a big interview with this Lynette lady, and she was telling us some crazy, crazy stories. And if you guys can go back and check out the stream that me and Eli did, where we were talking about Turtle Lady, and we even mentioned the allegations she came up, but we bleeped the allegations because we hadn't verified them at that time if they were true or not. But before we were going to do the interview, we had to have all that shit verified. So for Dove to come at me like I was using that, like I was using her for a doxer, no. She was a part of a team, kind of like the team that did the same thing with Demented, where we verified information with Demented. That's what we were doing in the Jeremy Hale situation. And like I said, I'm glad, I said this on Twitter, I'm glad we did verify it, because otherwise, if that interview would have went out, I would be looking at defamation charges. Because this guy, Jeremy Hills, doesn't play with people and his name. He doesn't. Especially when it comes to the allegations that she was trying to come at me to publish. No. Don't play that way. Does not play that way. So, Dove, I don't appreciate you telling people I wanted his address. Because if I wanted his address and if I was going to do something legally, YouTube would have provided it to me. Like they provided me his email address and everything. Just so you know. Your story is full of shit. And as Flatley says, I had a get out of jail pass on this one. I don't need it. Because I did nothing wrong. So I have no problem telling the truth. Something that you're still having a hard time with. And that really hurts me, Dove. It really hurts.
And the minute I found out about when this happened, right? I still played it up online. Devil emojis. Can't wait to drop this bomb on fucking what's his name? MILTOWN. Oh boy, oh baby, oh baby.
I don't know why dudes got such a hard on for me.
You know what I'm saying? And then she started. This is when the problem started happening.
Because you didn't do what Ember wanted.
Flatley botched the interview. Flatley, I can't trust him with this stuff. This is when all the distrust from Ember started happening. And I think she knew I caught on right away. I think
of course she did.
That she fucked up.
She was mad you didn't play her game, bro. Is what it sounds like.
I think this is where Ember. It all started with Ember. The distrust started. She couldn't trust me anymore. She didn't know why she even gave it this. She wanted to give this to Badwick, by the way. Badwick did not give a fuck. Badwick's not gonna give a fuck.
Badwick. I bet you Badwick's team MILTOWN and just won't say it.
I've heard she was from Slug back then, but I thought he was just hate boner on her, but no, it's no.
Boner.
She was like a Sluggy, bro. She was hardcore for Slug.
Yeah, I think that hurt Slug.
Like.
I think the falling out between Slug and Ember, really deep down inside, I think it hurt Slug. I think that's why Slug is holding so much resentment to this day, because I think he thought Ember was his ride or die, his soldier, and she ended up burning that bridge like she burns everything. I don't understand. She's like another one of those Abby Blackbirds. She really clings to the newer people in the community. Look at how she clinged to that cathodic Echo and everything. Went as far as giving Echo money just to big time him and try to secure an upcoming content creator. It's real stuff, man. People in this community do shit like that. And hashtag beware of Ember.
Neck and neck, bro. Same thing with Salvo and all them.
Yeah, true.
I think she was even an Edwin drone at one point.
She was.
Any piece of shit person you could find in commentary, she was hanging out with.
True.
Shocked at the.
That's shocking.
Right? Crazy.
I'm not shocked by that.
Found the address and was like, here, that's Edwin, you verify that.
What's good, K-Hug?
Edwin didn't want.
That's not
all
it's
bullshit.
not my job to verify. I was asked just to look up some information and I did.
And you did it.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
I'll tell you, Flatley.
What does that mean?
Flatley, that means that Overlord Edwin wanted a task completed. So Overlord Edwin delegated it to Capo Dove, and Capo Dove, like a good soldier, did Daddy's bidding. And all the fallout be damned, she mission completed. And yeah. That's what that means there, Flatley, is Daddy Edwin wanted, Daddy Edwin delegated, and mission got completed. And for that reason, Darcy's family's information is still floating around this corner of the internet.
And was like, here, that's, Edwin, you verify that. That's.
What's up, Kangaloo? Oh, Kit Kat's here. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see you in chat. What's up, bro?
It's not my job to verify. I was asked just to look up some information and I did.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Now,
it's
in
nutty.
hindsight, completely fucked up. I'm not trying to justify my.
At least she tried to own it, I guess. I don't know.
She just admitted to fucking doxing somebody, bro. Hindsight, completely fucked up. Come on, they can't side skirt that, bro. You literally did what the cult is made out of. The cult is literally because you dox people, Dove. And you just admitted to why the Dove cult exists.
True.
So she admits to passing along docs, like a doxing information.
To several
but in
people.
the beginning,
I don't speak to anybody.
cult.
It's a very empty cult. I'll say that. I haven't been.
But she had no.
And you know, I want to know what's funny to me as I'm watching this right now, and it's like Ember is just in the upper right hand corner here, just sitting quietly, like she's supervising, like she's a supervising pimp. They talk about FLATLEY talking about cucking me with this interview or whatever, when really it's kind of like Ember's the one who's the cuck in this, relate, because you know Ember's just sitting in the corner jerking off while watching FLATLEY and Dove do the deed. You know, it's very odd to me. And, you know, that's... Ember set this all up, and everybody it was so quick to say, me and Ryan, or me and PT were putting pieces together that don't fit. And right here, it just shows that there is a campaign going on to smear whatever I want to say. Whatever my truth is, it's not the truth according to them. They don't even know what I'm going to say. Yes, Joshua, you know, Joshua is becoming a real doxing advocate in my chat right now. I gotta respect that, Mr. Putman.
No idea why it was called the cult. She has no idea why people gave her that label. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Ha! Oh, what's up, Dove? In honor of Milltown making his Dove cult document, is it? First off, Dove, how you doing? I don't really know much about you.
Hi.
I lied. I'm not gonna. Cap
Somebody's dog's going ham in the background.
Off, how does it feel to have a cult named after you? A very prominent cult.
She thinks it's funny,
a very empty
but she's
cult.
crying to her girlfriends, mind you.
Been on
Give me
like
a
in
break.
the community.
My bad. I was muted the whole time. Oh shit. Listen, Dove.
I'm gonna go ahead a little bit, guys, because you
I don't
know
know anything about this Dove cult thing. Okay, kind of love them too. Huggy was in that group as well, and Huggy got thrown under the bus quite a bit, actually. Quite a bit.
I'm sorry to laugh. But remember when I said earlier that I didn't know about, you know, the big heads that Eli and Dove were getting as Valid Opinions Live was, you know, getting popular. I said I didn't really see it. That's true and not true at the same time, because there was this time when Eli big timed Huggy so bad. I wasn't there for it, but I heard a recording, and Eli shat all over Huggy Bear for talking shit about me and saying some really out of pocket shit. And oh my god, Eli, she attacked him like a fucking monster. And so that was kind of like one of the first tastes I got of Eli getting a big head. But like FLATLEY said, Huggy was never really fully trusted. At least while I was around that little group. Huggy wasn't really trusted, nor was FLATLEY, for some reason. But yeah.
You know, actually, you know what? If Huggy's around, I'd like to talk to him. I want to get his point on everything. I miss Formal.
He's gonna cry and bitch and moan.
You know Formal? I love Formal. We used to talk wrestling all the time.
Formal was Eli's Discord husband.
Was this big hypocritical piece of shit? But no, that's not true at all either.
No issues with Formal.
So I was like, okay, well, you know, I'll put out like a thing saying like I apologize, like, because I do, like, I feel really fucked up for doing that.
Do you?
And like,
do you?
Would I do it again? Absolutely not. I left the community for a reason. Like,
I'm calling bullshit on this.
I just gotta say, if innocent people don't just leave.
I'm calling bullshit. I stuck around, FLATLEY.
You know what I'm saying?
I ate all the shit from everybody.
Let's be honest, Grape. He actively threw himself under the bus 9 out of 10.
Like,
that now recording fucking episode on me was hard for me.
But the way that it was.
I will say, Dove, congratulations on your marriage, though. That's kind of cool.
Again,
was that like all that information came from me.
Prime example of rules for thee, or rules for me but not for thee. FLATLEY just said, congratulations on your marriage, Dove. Private information, right? But how come when Supa Dave congratulates Eli on having a baby, I'm the doxer? Can you make sense of that for me? How come it's okay for Mr. FLATLEY to essentially congratulate somebody on a private affair, but when I congratulate somebody on having a baby, which is another private affair, that's doxing? Let's let that marinate for a little bit. You know, it sounds kind of like rules for me, but not for thee. Let's carry on.
And I was kind of like, oh, okay, that's.
Wait, what was that?
The way that it was framed was that, like, that all that information came from me.
The way that it was framed, all that information came from me. On the docs?
In DMs, yeah. So because Darcy had hacked Edwin's Twitter.
Wait, so you passed along the docs?
In DMs, yeah. So.
Huh. But it was framed, guys. Guys, it was framed. It was framed. She didn't actually. She was framed. Even though she admits to passing it along, she was still framed, right? I know I committed the murder, guys. Come on, but let's be honest. Someone's framing me. Let's be real. Like, come on.
It's a good one, FLATLEY.
What the fuck? Like, it's when this was, I couldn't believe myself. I couldn't believe my ears. My ear holes were being absolutely defecated.
You were being asked to lie, FLATLEY.
And everything. Like, it was all gonna come out.
You were being asked to turn a pile of shit into an elegant bowl of ice cream. But you can't do that, FLATLEY, when you're just handed poop. You know what I'm saying? You can put as much chocolate syrup on it as you want. You're just gonna be eating shit with chocolate syrup. Just saying.
I really want the DOVECULT thing to come out. Like, I really want MILTOWN's not trolling.
Soon. I'm not. I just want to be proud of it. I want it to be good.
All my suspicions will be confirmed. Which is, it's crazy to me.
I hear you, FLATLEY.
I didn't think
soon. I promise.
It could be a slimier snake. Crazy.
I just want it to be good, man. And that's me being 100%. I just want it to be everything that I could say. I'm proud of it.
Hides none. FLATLEY finds the snakes.
He weeds them out.
That was a bit odd. Whole documentary about 5 minutes at a time. He kind of bounced in and out. He was in the server, yeah. But, like, he kind of bounced in and out of calls. He was...
Don't worry, they tried to throw MILTOWN under the bus here.
Yeah, they would force me to go into calls. I wasn't comfortable with it.
Word of mouth.
Only in there for, like...
I have no problem talking about it,
We've
FLATLEY.
talked about it at this point.
Yeah, I have no... They would force me into... Well, I don't want to say force. Eli would always say, no pressure, but we really want to hear from you. Or they'd be like, the girls really want to hear from you. Or, we've been waiting to hear from you for 2 days now. No pressure, but can you please stop in? And I'd be like, yeah, maybe later. And they'd be like, yeah, well, we'll be in Edwin's, this room, blah, blah, blah. Just please come in. And so I would hop in every now and then, and I would maybe be in for 5-10 minutes at a time. I'm not a phone person as it is. And I have a hard time with people. I've said this several times, guys. It's a real thing I have. So being in calls with that many people was awkward. And like I said, they kind of put you on a pedestal in a way. And it was a very toxic environment. Like, they would do the same thing with Edwin, and, you know, oh my God, Edwin's here. And they would make these little sub calls, and Edwin would be in this room and you would feel all left out. And if Edwin didn't want to talk to you, you'd be like, what did I do wrong? It's really parasocial, odd stuff I got myself into with that stuff. So, but that's just how they lived in this Discord world. This hierarchy. It was really a cult. There was a order of operations and a order of, you know, who's who. You know, it was very weird stuff. So she was right. I was always in and out. Never really liked VCs. Would only do it under duress. But here she's gonna go into the the Jeremy Hale stuff that I talked about already. But let's hear how she poses it.
Is stooped or steeped in fact. Like this, it's out there. It happened. But then the one
I have
thing, the
nothing to lie
big
about.
own on MILTOWN, right? The big own is a word of mouth and a VC. There's no proof, no evidence to this allegation.
I am
You guys
calling
are
them out.
pussy.
Maybe 5 minutes at a time.
Please, guys, if you could
We
like
never
the
really
video,
got to
it would
know
really mean a
him
lot to
that
me, guys.
well.
Give it a thumbs up.
So to see
I
that
hardly
he's
ever
doing
ask,
a whole
but if you could do
documentary
that.
about dogs.
That's a lie. You guys knew MILTOWN very well.
They knew me very well. They sought me out.
Harassment or whatever it's supposed to be with the title DOVECULT. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, that was a bit.
I explained why it's called DOVECULT 2024 because this whole ordeal, while I was in the commentary community, took its toll on me. And it's a story about how you fall in with the wrong group of people. You can go down or take accountability for their mistakes. And you should really only be looking out for yourself when it comes to this commentary, community, content creation. You should really keep yourself first and foremost, and watch who you trust, and watch who you put faith in. Because just as FLATLEY learned with Ember Lily in this whole ordeal, a lot of people aren't who you think they are, and a lot of people weaponize the information you give them, as innocuous as it may be.
Bit odd to me.
It can be odd to you. It's an artistic choice.
Actually, like harass somebody like maliciously with the doxes? That was a dumb ass fucking question I asked. Who's gonna admit to that?
With doxes, no.
Shitposts.
No. Okay. So you're just.
I can say I would shitpost.
Associated with the doxes, though. You know what I mean? So everyone's gonna have that take on you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, she admits to that, but doesn't understand. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I was trying. This is so fucking thrown together. I'm trying to figure out what exactly MILTOWN's purpose is in this. It sounds like to me. Here's where I fumbled the bag. I was just kind of trying to bullshit my way to try and.
It sounds like it, FLATLEY. It kind of sounds like you had nothing prepped for this interview.
Draw more information out from Dove, right?
You wanted to throw me under the bus, FLATLEY.
I don't think I successfully got any more information from this.
You just proved me right, FLATLEY.
But I was really trying to play the ignorance is bliss card as much as I could here. He wanted to get an in with the group. I could be completely wrong. MILTOWN, if I am wrong, let me know.
No, you're very wrong.
Talk about it in a more cordial setting.
Very wrong. I didn't know who this group was, FLATLEY. They sought me out. If you guys go back in my channel and watch my videos, I was just so new to the commentary community when all this was going on. I was still figuring out who's who. I knew who Xylee was. I knew who Salvo was. Kinda knew who Edwin was because of the Keemstar Show stuff. But I was still so green to the commentary community. Eli and them sought me out after they would be watching my videos in their server. In the Edwin server, they had a separate tab for MILTOWN where they would watch my videos. She says they never watched it maliciously, trying to make fun of me, but I've heard stories from people that were actually in the server and said it was a mixture of some people liking it and a lot of people talking shit about me. And my lack of knowledge about commentary. So that's what I've heard. But they came to me, FLATLEY. It's not like I wanted in this group by any means. I didn't even want to install Discord. Out of all the people in this whole community, Hugin, I believe, was the one who got me to finally up and install Discord. So, like I said, I was still talking to Hugin at this time. I thought Hugin was a solid member of the commentary community at this time. I was so green, I didn't know who was who or what was what. But I assure you, FLATLEY, they sought me out, not the other way around. I didn't know who any of these people even were.
And he got dished to the side.
Yeah, see, it's strange
Where
to
is
me
MILTOWN?
because it's kind of like, so when we were like friends with MILTOWN,
He was in the group, but not really a part of the group. But now
Bullshit.
we're friends.
He
Yeah.
didn't like the people that he's associated with now.
That's kind
I
of
didn't know who they were.
bro.
And then
Well, we
once
see
we
that a lot
parted
in
ways,
commentary. That's a normal
Like-
thing in commentary.
It's funny. They say I didn't like them. I didn't know who these people really were. I always liked parking. I didn't like that he trolled me. I didn't know who Hashish was. Eli was the first person to tell me Hashish was cool. I was told by Eli that Hashish was a good person, and I should like him even after he shit-talked me. So, yeah, that was the whole situation with that. So, these are the people who told me who to like and who not to like. I was told not to like Darcy. Josh still on about doxing in chat. Let's go on, guys. But yeah, that's ridiculous.
oh, I guess I didn't take much notice then. Because that's
So,
odd to me.
With the timeline, it pretty much doesn't really seem like MILTOWN's involved. It seems like MILTOWN got a wind.
Kind of,
Go to the next question.
yeah, and
It's Doc.
I found out.
associating with
I
us.
found out that these people were
Kind of
shit talking me.
information now, since he's making this. Here we go.
When he said I caught wind, it's very true. I found out from numerous people that Eli and Dove were getting big heads. They were shit talking me behind my back. They were plotting behind my back. They were saying that I made the Gangsters and Ninjas video without consulting them, even though I have all the conversations where I sent them the video, asked them for pointers, asked them if what I said on the video was correct or not. They told me what to remove from the video, what to add for addendums to the video. Just little stuff like that. I realized the games that were being played, and I didn't like it. I really felt used.
Yes.
Did MILTOWN ever ask you to look into Jeremy Hales?
We went over this.
Yes.
We went over that.
This
earlier
only
in the
happened
stream.
in a VC, by the way.
It did happen in a VC, and like I said, it was Eli, and they were there. And that's what happened with that. Like I said, we used the website for what it was for, and I'm glad we did use it. And I'm pretty sure that Dove was pissed because she used her last search for the month on it for me, so she couldn't dox anybody else that month. So there's that.
So MILTOWN could honestly say, no, I never did that, and we'd all probably
Why
believe them
lie?
because these people have already showed that they're liars.
Yeah, no
They're
need to lie.
liars. There's no evidence to back up their claim now. So if this did actually happen, MILTOWN has a get out of jail free card now.
No need. I'll own it.
Whoa, all right, hold on. What kind of information now? Since
Here's
he's
what
making
pisses
this
me
doc
off.
and kind of pointing the fingers about doxing.
Criminal record. She's gonna say
He had
address.
asked for an address.
Oh. What? Now, what I should have asked is, why would he come to you about that, Dove?
Exactly. YouTube would give me that
No,
information.
I'm saying that's what I should have done.
Exactly.
Why would MILTOWN go to you?
If it was for legal reasons, YouTube would have given me that information. Especially if it would have had to deal with the strikes, as she claims. No, it was all because we were given information. We were going to do an interview again with Lynette Preston, and we were given information about his record, and we needed to verify if that was true or not. And it didn't show up in the Florida record, so we knew he was from Ohio. We just didn't know what county in Ohio, so we used the website to obtain his record, just to verify if the information was true or not. So there's that. Yeah, it gives me PTSD as well. I said that at the beginning of this stream. It brings back a lot of memories hearing Dove's voice.
If you aren't a doxer, you only pass along information. Right? And you all are friends now.
Dove Darvo
You just
alert.
admitted that you were friends with him. Dude, I don't know. Yeah, I'm agree. I don't know who the fuck that is.
You
It's
should.
that guy that's been shitting on MILTOWN.
This guy is crazy. He's a in
Why
my
did
opinion,
I ask
in
that
my
question, bro?
opinion,
Why
he's
did
a
you
nut bar.
ask the question, bro? The fuck? Oh, MILTOWN, come on. Now we gotta talk, bro. Now me and MILTOWN have to have an interview.
I have no problem
So
talking to Flatley.
Why did he want the docs? Do you know why?
As far as I was aware, he had said that he was going to go through, like, this was when he got, do you call it flagged or striked or something
Bullshit.
on his
Bullshit.
video?
He's telling lies.
So he did it out of anger. I'm guessing he's
well,
going to use the expression hurt people with that. I will give Dove credit. Dove left. She realized this was wrong. Oh, what just happened?
Dove didn't leave nothing. Again with the dead air, Flatley? Come on, bud. Go ahead a little bit.
I don't care. But it's the same thing. So, MILTOWN, do you have the screenshots or are they deleted? Like, do you have, like, record of this?
No.
No, of course she doesn't.
I don't, because we were in a call and
all she told me was what county he is from.
In his old server, when they did valid opinions, we were in like a private channel that nobody could see.
It's just very weird. I'm not gonna lie. With Valid, I was cool with Valid. I liked Valid, but
Valid had her moments.
Towards the end of everything, they were just
she had a big head.
Around these things. They blamed Salvo for them getting doxxed.
Yep. And now they're like mods for Salvo
to gain clout, which is crazy to me that they blamed Salvo for getting doxxed, because the very last stream that we've seen her on with MILTOWN was with Salvo of all.
Exactly, and she's a mod in Salvo's channel. So was Dove. It's funny, these people, you know, like I said, Kia Cat posted something in one of the Turd Island chats saying, I want MILTOWN here. I want MILTOWN to talk. And I was like, I'm not interested, because these are the type of people who will be your best friend one day and throw you to the wolves the next. And those are just not people I'm interested in having in my circle currently. I think I've grown a little bit in the couple of years that I've been dipping my toes into this commentary community. And you guys can talk as much shit about parking and Carla and Darcy and all these people that you want to. But these are the people who have proven to be loyal to me and have actually shown human sympathy and have shown genuine care and real emotion, and have shown no desire for clout, unless if it is clout to be shared. And that's how I really feel about it. It's just crazy that the people who are posing like they're goody two-shoes are the ones that are doing the dirtiest of deeds behind the doors. These doxes getting passed to very bad actors, and like I said, once Hashish's dox was obtained, the first thing that these great, good-hearted people did with it is they went on their alts and posted it all over Twitter. So there's that. There's that. There's a little bit left, guys, before we wrap up. Let's just listen to the last little bit of this.
All people, which is crazy to me, because you blamed Salvo's community for not only getting you and your boyfriend doxxed, but Formal ended up getting doxxed too. And Formal was a really good friend of Valid, and Formal had no...
That was Eli's Discord husband.
Actually. No, I don't think Formal had anything to do with this.
No. Formal caught everybody's shit for these girls.
Little side, pot shots that were handed to me that I didn't even realize at the time.
I meant it.
And he'd asked for it, and I had sent it there, and he was...
Oh, like in the side chat?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, he was extremely grateful for it.
Was there anyone else that was there to witness that?
This is the type of shit that gets me.
The only other person that had...
This is the type of shit that gets me. I was extremely grateful for it. I was grateful for it because at that time I was taking my content very seriously. We had this really big interview lined up. And right now, this person is in federal court and state court in Florida and Ohio. This lady is in court with Jeremy Hales on all these different charges right now. And we had an opportunity to interview her. And she was telling us these crazy accusations about Mr. Hales. And I was truly grateful because we were able to verify through this website that she signed up for that these stories were not true. So I was grateful that, thank God, we're not going to have to go public and make ourselves look like fools. And I'll end up in court right next to this crazy lady. So for me being grateful, that's why I was grateful, because, damn, we really dodged a bullet on that one. Thank God we didn't go to the public with this. Because if you guys know anything about Mr. Hales, he's very litigious. And it's not, that's why I stopped with all this with him, because the man is extremely lawyer happy and has a very rabid fan base who has no problem funding him in his legal endeavors. So I was grateful because we were able to verify that Lady Lynette was telling us nothing but lies. So there's that.
Access to that channel was Eli.
Eli was in the call during all that.
I don't know if she was there or not. I'm sorry. This is
she was.
Like so long ago to me.
Almost a year.
You think Eli would confirm it?
I just confirmed it for you. Not an address, though.
I don't know.
That's fine. It's fine. It's like a while ago. Like, what is it, a year and a half ago? What is with like minute details? I mean, people from the Edwin community, why are they so fucking weird, bro?
And you wonder why I'm making this documentary, FLATLEY.
Who's this Jay guy that Eli? We don't give a fuck about Jay. Oh, fuck. Okay.
What? You guys should give a fuck about Jay. Jay was a unique character, and it's all because of Jay that we now know about the Dove Cult. Because Jay went to Parking Tigers with all the dirt. Otherwise, all you guys would have had was my word on stuff. Jayzo is the tree of fruit that just keeps giving, because I am still shaking that Jayzo tree here and there, and new stories just keep popping out of this Jayzo tree. So Jay is one of these guys that she talks in this interview where he would just sit in these voice chats and mute and record. And I always said, be nice to Jay. I said this, they used to be so mean to this guy, Jay. And I was always really nice to him. He wanted to be a mod for Valid Opinions Live on my channel. And the girls told me, no, he shouldn't be a mod. So secretly on the low, I just made him a mod anyways. And I got a lot of shit about that. But I didn't want to get on Jayzo's bad side. Why? You see what happens when you get on Jayzo's bad side. I always knew he was recording this whole time. And I said it to his face. I said, Jayzo, they better not, and I said this in voice chats. I said, people better not underestimate you, Jay, because you have all the dirt on everybody, and the second you get screwed over, you're going to go public with it. And he would just give this little chuckle, and that was proof of it. I'll check that video out pretty soon, actually. I just want to vet it before I check it out. Just a couple more minutes on this, guys, and then I might have to call it a stream.
So falling out with Jay A-logged everything. Nobody gives a fuck about Jay.
You should.
We're going to start Meow recording. Eli come up with the idea.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I can't. They're going to talk about the Meow recording, and there's nothing good there. Let's skip ahead a little bit, guys.
Women
going mute and just sit there. And then we would like, all right, I'm gonna go. Like,
still on about Jay.
I remember one time I was like, I'm gonna go do housework.
Housework?
Oh yeah, this is where Dove told me that Jay was harassing him. Does this sound like harassment to you guys? I'm still on the fence about it. I don't really know. I can't tell Dove how to feel, but she felt like this was harassment.
It's like, how long are you gonna be? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna go clean my kitchen. And he was like, yeah, but how long did it normally take you? And I was like,
just sit there.
I don't know, but I gotta go. And I just
Yeah, she said that was
Who
harassment.
else? Oh, fuck. Slick has already beat me to it. Who else did that in AWT? The pit server, to be.
I don't know.
Him and was like, "What is the deal? Like, it's not my job to kind of hold your hand on Discord. Like, I don't understand."
So how does
Yeah.
Jay like not publicly known?
So that's the
Posted
J
in side
stuff.
chat. Where was I blabbing? Where was I blabbing? Did anybody else know that Cathonic was getting money from Ember?
Oh, the Ember
Anybody
stuff.
else know that money from Ember was coming from Darcy?
I just found that out today, guys. I guess that's a drama I missed. I guess I missed the drama about good old Cathodic Echo was the mystery money receiver of one Darcy Evans. Yeah, he asked how long it takes to clean a kitchen. And I guess to Dove that was harassment. I don't know. But I guess Cathodic Echo was the mystery money receiver of Darcy's funds, which were given to Ember Lily, so Ember Lily could act like a big baller and act like she alone is helping out Cathodic Echo. I missed this whole drama, so I want to get caught up on it. But I might stream tomorrow, and we're going to cover the Ember Lily stuff, because that is another tree that is just giving fruit when you shake it. I know I said I was going to be the bigger man and not speak on Ember, and I promise you guys I'm no longer going to call her a smelly pig that fucks multiple other pig men. I promise I'm no longer going to call her a useless she-devil who wants nothing but dick in her life. I promise you guys I will no longer call her a fake rich country whore. I've grown from that, guys. We're not going there anymore with Ember, but we will cover the whole Darcy situation, because Darcy is just collecting W's left and right, and it feels good to see our side of the field racking up some points. Like, I just collected some points from YouTube, guys. Like I spoke on earlier in the stream, multiple privacy complaints have been filed on my channel, and they've all been rejected by YouTube. So that is a plus. Again, guys, I have been working very hard on spicing up the edit. I wonder if I can show you guys something real quick. I've been working on... Hold on here. Like I said, I was spicing up the interviews I've been doing, guys. And I've been working on the clout route. Let me just see if I can do this. And here's a little sample of what I've been working on with the clout route, guys. So tell me if this looks good or not. I'd really appreciate it.
We are officially recording. Oh shit!
So let me know if how this sounds, guys.
Just the basic stuff.
Does it look okay?
When I ask you these questions, you guys got to remember I'm going to be using like
still haven't put in the B-roll yet.
Them. So like if I ask you a question like who is parking tigers, if you could kind of throw like back in the answers like, well, parking
this is
tigers
raw, by the way, guys.
Kind of like ask the question in the answer, if you get what I'm saying.
It's 100% raw footage, guys. So it's just how I'm trying to spice it up, so it's not just a Discord recording, and that's going to get inputted into the doc.
So I'm Danny from the Clout Route. I joined the commentary.
So yeah, that's a little bit. I'm gonna be adding in B-roll and all that good stuff, and of course that will get uploaded, and just a little taste of what I've been working on. You know, this topic is getting very heavy, and but like I said, it's the tree of fruit that just keeps giving. Oh, you guys couldn't hear it, huh? My bad. But yeah, that's just kind of how it looks. I'll upload it once it's done. I'm gonna add the B-roll in later on today, all the graphics and everything. But yeah, that's what we're working on. The documentary will be out very soon, guys. I know you guys are getting sick of waiting, and just when you think you've been waiting too long is when it's gonna come out. I promise, guys. I hope you guys liked the stream today. Please do all the YouTube-y stuff, guys. I hardly ever ask, but I'm almost there, guys. You know, you need 3,000 watch hours to implement memberships on your channel and start making some money. And I got all the subscribers. I got all the everything. I'm just honestly about 700 minutes short for the actual 3,000 minutes or hours. So if you guys could really help me out and just watch some old videos or something, help me get there so we can, you know, really do some fun stuff. With all that being said, guys, I will watch that video, PT. Let me just vet it before I do it on stream. And, yeah, we'll get there, bro. Don't worry, it's vetted. Dare I do this? PT, I'm trusting you on this. 1 second, bro. Oh, here we go. Yeah, good call. Okay, all right. I see where you're coming from. Let's see where we got here, guys.
Supa Dave, slicing through the haze, from the depths of drama to brighter days. YouTube stage, where he throws a shade, no filter, just truth grenades.
Yeah.
He's got an A rising from the wreckage. He's reborn with 600 millions. His fan base won an award-winning story told in the circus of commentaries.
That's what's up.
Super Dave, jester of truths. In a world of lies, he's got proof. In a world of clowns, he wears the crown. Flying high in his digital sky, MILTOWN's best, his battle cry.
That's what's up.
MILTOWN's best, his battle cry. Recovering addict, but he's no saint. Extending a hand with no restraint. Artistic pride with a smirk so
This is awesome, guys. This is really... This made my day.
stories I told. From the jaws of addiction he emerged. From under the bridge, making other men splurge. Carrying madness, his wisdom surge.
Good shit.
Play shadow legends while the stories are told. From the jaws to grenades, he's got it made. He's got it made. Rising from the wreckage, he's reborn. 600 millions, his fan base sworn. And award-winning done, a story told in the circus of commentaries for Super Dave, jester of truths. In a world of lies, he's got proof. In a world of clowns, he wears the crown. Climbing high in his digital sky, MILTOWN's best, his battle cry.
Hell yeah.
MILTOWN's best, his battle cry. Recovering addict, but he...
That's what's up, guys. That really... That's the best way to end this stream. I can't even say anything else. That's where it's at, guys. Wow. That's got me in the feels. Thank you for that, PT. Really means a lot to me. Really means a lot to me, guys. I think that's another stream in the books, guys. I'm Super Dave. Keep an eye out for all this content that's going to be coming out. DOVECULT 2024, a man's journey into the commentary community, will be out soon. I promise you guys. Have a good one.